Hey guys, it's Anna Gray, and I am making a video that may be a little bit long, but it's a video I'm excited to make, and it's a video I'm a little nervous to make, because this video is something that I've been striving to do for the last 4 years. This week, and I'm going to try not to get emotional. This week, I will be giving my notice to my day job. I'm going to go back a little bit and explain how I came to where I am today. And again, this may be a little bit long, but this really is my story. And a lot of you already know my weight loss story. And if you don't, there's two videos out there that really explain what my weight loss story is all about. But this is related, but it's not the same. And I know that I don't talk about the business when it comes to financial security as much as some do, because one, I don't know, sometimes it doesn't make sense that I talk about that when I already have a day job, and I wasn't necessarily financially secure. I was adding income to my daily paychecks. So throughout the years, I've absolutely been gaining that financial security, but I never really had it, right? But I've been working so hard to reach that because I wanted to be home with my kids. And ultimately, that is why I work so hard doing what I love, helping people. I realized 4 years ago when I became a coach as a discount coach. And what that means is that I was using the products. I was using Shakeology. I was using P90X, Insanity, every workout program there was in order to reach my fitness goals and maintain those fitness goals. So I was using the products. And so I wanted the discount when I got started because I already had a career that took me, 4 years ago, took me about 10 years to build. And I just wanted the discount, and I didn't really need the money because I had this career. My husband had a very good job as a realtor. He was a successful realtor. So between the two of us, me being an RN, and I had gotten into management. I'll go a little bit back into history on how I became that. But me being an RN in management and him being a realtor, he didn't really need anything extra. And that actually, in the beginning, was something that a lot of people couldn't understand. Why would I be doing something extra if I really didn't need the money? And I was doing something extra because it was fulfilling me as a person, because I was able to help people realize that they don't need to make excuses anymore for their fitness, and they don't need to say that they're too busy to do stuff and feel miserable in their skin like I did. I made it my goal to make sure that others didn't feel that way, or that others had the support and the tools to feel amazing, because I was feeling amazing. So that was my drive, because I wanted to help people. I didn't need the money. I just wanted to help people because I didn't want them to feel like I did before I started. And when I had gained all that weight and I was 205 pounds, I felt horrible. I hated how I felt. I hated how I looked. And that was the last thing I wanted somebody to feel. So I led with my heart. I didn't care how much money I made. I just wanted to help people. And then I started to realize that a lot of my friends that were doing this business, that I had met doing this business, were doing this business full time. Now, some of them were professors in universities. Some of them were lawyers. Some of them were stay-at-home moms. And so the stay-at-home moms, I at the time I was like, oh, well, I can't really relate to that because, I make a really good salary. I mean, a salary that most people would die for. But when I started to realize that my friends that were professionals like myself were retiring from their day job because they were doing something that they absolutely loved, I realized, why not me? I took pride in the fact that I became a registered nurse. I was a surgical tech a few years out of college. Let's go back a little bit. I got my college degree in 1995. It took me 5 years to get that. I got a degree in exercise physiology. Now, ironically, what I do now has to deal with exercise physiology. But back then, I certainly did not have the body as an athletic trainer. I understood the knowledge, but I just couldn't do that. I mean, it wasn't my thing. I really wanted to get into physical therapy. And at the time, I wasn't able to get into a master's program. So I had this degree and I couldn't really do anything with it. So I decided to go to surgical tech school. Now I went to an adult school after getting my bachelor's degree. Went to an adult school, got my surgical tech certification, and started working as a surgical tech for a couple years. And then while I was working as a surgical tech, I realized because I already had my bachelor's degree, I only needed a couple prerequisites to apply for nursing school. Why not get paid a little bit more for doing what I'm already doing? So I went to nursing school. I worked full time. Now this kind of goes into how I am now and working really hard and not making excuses about time. Because I worked full time as a surgical tech. I worked 3 to 11. And during the day, I went to nursing school. I managed to finish nursing school. I managed to continue to stay in the operating room as a registered nurse. Now, fast forward a couple years, I decided, I wanted to climb that nursing ladder because I always ask questions about why people did things. So I took on a clinical manager position, and then eventually I took on a director position at a surgery center where we built the place basically from the ground up, and I was there for 3 years. I decided I didn't want management anymore because management was not really what I enjoyed. I enjoyed teaching people. That was the best part about management, teaching people. But I didn't enjoy having to deal with people that didn't want to be taught. I mean, you definitely, you work at a place and people just don't like managers and they don't want to listen. And I had to deal with that. And I was done with that. But I still needed to make that money. So I took on a new role that I thought I would absolutely love. And that was in clinical informatics. And so, it's kind of a fancy term, but basically using my nursing knowledge and my computer skills and speaking both languages. And so now everything is charted in the computers nowadays for nursing. And so I can speak both languages. I can speak the IT side and I can speak the nursing side. So for the last 5 years, I've been a clinical analyst. So basically making a registered nurse management salary. And I can tell you, it's a lot. It's just about 6 figures. And the only reason I tell you that is because it took me this long to retire. But guess how long that is? 4 years from being a discount coach who only wanted a discount on their product to matching my salary that took me years of school, years of management skills. Not to say that I didn't gain tons of knowledge, life knowledge by doing that. And truthfully, I use a lot of management skills in what I do now. But I manage people that want to be managed and that love the support. And so for me, it's rewarding. Again, I could not get paid a penny and I'd still enjoy it. But now I'm actually able to be home with my kids, whom I've missed their soccer practices, their karate practices, because my awesome husband has been able to take them while I work long hours to keep our medical insurance and to keep our lifestyle going. And now it's time that I say goodbye to my career and do what I love and be with my kids and help as many people as I possibly can do the same thing. So I'm grateful for the people I've met that have supported me, that have been amazing friends, and that have been rooting for me for this day. Because sometimes I didn't believe it would happen. And now I'm here. So, if you think that you're stuck with what you're doing now, and you'll never get out of it, and you'll never be able to do what you want to do, and be who you want to be, just know that it's possible to do it. And I'm living proof of it. I didn't walk away 2 years ago. It took me a little time, but think about it. 4 years of putting my heart into something and getting so much reward out of it, that I believed that this day would come. I didn't know when it would be, but I knew that this day would come because I absolutely love what I'm doing. So, again, if you believe that you're stuck with where you're at and you can't see yourself in that spot, trust me, you can do it. You can do it. I would love to help you do it, because there would be nothing better for me to watch one of you make this video. So thank you so much for listening. I appreciate it. And I appreciate everything that everybody has done over the years. I love you all. Thank you.